Hi everyone, hope you're well. Just doing a quick update on what I've done this week on the bike. Let's get into it. Right, the indicator problem. I managed to buy some stubby indicators, which are very similar to the originals. They're only I think 41 or 43 mil um, length on the stem, so I'm not sure if they're going to clear the bodywork. I can extend them out by about another 10 mil or so if need be. Sorry, I'll just have to see how it goes. The front indicators, I managed to actually take apart the old ones and put new innards from those awful springy ones that I had, so they're now nice and solid. And they've cleaned up all right. They've gone off a little bit, but they're passable. They're acceptable. So quite pleased with those. The stubby ones definitely won't. I don't think they'll clear the fairing on the front once it's on. So I'll just have to see how it goes. What else have I done? Oh, I've put on the new dash surrounds from MDN Special. So they're looking all lovely and fresh. My stickers for these have arrived. I'll make a confession. I saw it on eBay and I actually thought it was a pre-owned unit, and I paid £25 for it, and all it is the stickers for the writing. So yeah, money well spent. What else? Oh yes, one of my favourite things. The chain. The chain is on. I don't know what it is about chains. They're the most boring, droll thing on the planet, and yet when you get a new one, it's just, oh yes. They do look good. So yeah, that's on. Super pinion front sprockets on, covers back on. Oh, I did the Adam Ryman, Riemann, whatever Warhorse. I did the airbox mod. I couldn't bring myself to drill or cut into that flap, so I used a belt hole punch because I'm just really anal like that. So that is now secured around. What I used to fill around the edges there is actually a tradesman knee pad, because they're soft, they're spongy, and where they've got these slots in, you can bend them to shape. So like, it's hard to see in here, but this one is actually bent back on itself, so it's just wedged in there. There's one around the back, shoved in, and it then tucks in behind this bracket, so it's not actually anywhere near the rectifier. So that's blocked off most of the airways. And again, I put a little sheet up there as well, so you can't actually see it because it's black. At no point can you really see it. So yeah, quite pleased with that. What else? Oh yes, the you may have seen the centre stand is on, so she's standing on her own. And yeah, I must admit, after everything with my dad and not being able to look at the bike and it just making me feel sort of upset and down, I'm just back to looking at it now and just getting so excited. But honestly, it's like I just want to bite a bent index finger, kind of. Oh, she just looks so good. So yeah, it's good to feel like that about her again. Um, oh yeah, for those of you who are quite eagle-eyed, you'll notice that the no oil tag has gone because there's now oil in the engine. What did I use? Oh, there it is. Obviously. So yeah, that's all done. The rear indicators, the cables that came on these, or the wires that came on them, were only about 6-7 inches long, so I've soldered on like extensions, used the heat shrink, and then I got on Amazon the 6mm cable cover. So, and I also got the bullet connectors, so they'll just go into the standard. So the cabling, I'm as sort of easy and as simple and whatever as it is, it does look quite standard, looks quite factory. So yeah, again, quite pleased with that. I'm really pleased with how it's coming along, I must say. Trying to think of what else I've done. I think that is about it this week. Yeah. Oh, the spring. Oh, the centre stand spring. That was fun. I used a tool that my neighbour or my mate Ian gave me, just like a hook pull. Oh man, that was so difficult. And what I ended up sitting back here with my legs straddling the back wheel, and the bike was on the work stand at the time. It wasn't obviously on the centre stand because it couldn't be. And I'm trying to pull the spring backwards because you have to do it with the stand up. And this part of the stand, when you're trying to hook the spring, that is in the way of your hand, and it just keeps scraping your knuckles. And in the end, I pulled so hard that the whole bike slid back off of the off of the work stand, and one of these lovely knobbles crushed my right nad. Must admit, wasn't the best of days, but it was better than the last 2 days, which has been trying to attach this. This has turned out to be an absolute nightmare because the rubber has basically shrunk over time and you cannot get new ones. So the clips, even though the clips are brand new, they go up fully tight until they touch, and they're just not tight. They can spin around on this. And every time I try and connect one side onto the carb, the other side pops off. And then you put that side on and this side pops off. And that was 4.5 hours of my life. It was like Peter Griffin and the Bullfrog. And if you're not familiar with that, honestly, just go YouTube it. It's so irritating. I'm at the point of I've just kind of given up. My only solution to this, because we've tried like putting this in hot water to make it swell, it's just not working. So my only solution really, because you just cannot get clips that are slightly smaller, they're either too small or too big. So I may have to just get a piece of rubber and put it around the clip. Just put it around the clip on the inside, just so that it takes up a couple more mil, because otherwise they're being done up and they're just touching and they're not doing anything. So that's a bit of an issue at the moment, but I will overcome it and I will let you know how I get on. But that's about it for today. So as always, I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.